I am preparing a dessert. It's not finished yet, Miss Miranda. Christmas rolls on here on Cup of Joe.
I know.
And we are doing, I heard you have a little sweet tooth.
I do. And I'll tell you something. I'm going to give you a little story about that in a little while.
Right, let me make it first. Let me show you
Yes,
how to make
course.
it very, very quickly. So I'm doing, this one is brought to you by the folks at Tipson Tea. And Tipson Tea, we are doing a dessert with Tipson Tea. This actually is a new line of their teas. And this is a baked apple cinnamon flavored tea. So we're using this wonderful flavor to make an apple cinnamon flan. I'll give you a little story about flan as well. I am starting with some milk, adding some condensed milk to that. We get a spoon. This is going to be nice and sweet. Adding some sugar, straight to that as well. And then I'm going to flavor it up. I have some vanilla essence that I'll add in there. Give it a nice little stir. So very important at this stage, guys, I don't want to bring this to a boil. I just want this to get hot. And just probably about now, when you start seeing the little bubbles around the end, because I had this pot kind of getting hot while Tyron was whipping up that crazy cocktail. And just when you start seeing the bubbles coming to the end, you will take it off the fire. While I'm monitoring that, I have the Tipson tea here that I will also add. I had about 3 or 4 bags getting all nice. So I'm adding the flavor straight in there.
I love the aroma, Joe. Which one is this one?
This is the apple cinnamon.
Apple cinnamon.
Apple cinnamon.
Yeah.
And let that do its thing. It's coming nicely. In the meantime, I'm starting my flan. So this is a flan that, the truth is, my wife, Marilla, she does this most Christmases. She would try to do it. We had an uncle that loved this, and she would make it for him every single Christmas. Uncle Rudy, God rest his soul. But this is something I said, we also do this in honor of him as well. And we're just doing a nice little, starting with some cream cheese. And then we're gonna add some eggs one by one. So 1 egg goes in there. Important to get 1 egg at a time. Yeah, 1 egg at a time. A little time consuming. And not that Marcia Miranda needs it, but I'm adding a little rum to this as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah? So guys, one of the things that I want to do is, just because I want to make sure you get all the wonderful flavor from the Tipson tea, I'm just going to add just about 3 more bags, fresh bags
Of the same apple cinnamon.
And just kind of allow it to do a quick draw there.
So you're adding that directly in the mix?
I'm adding that directly here.
Right.
So I have the milk mixture here, and so just allowing this to kind of let that tea bag in kind of infuse a little more. So I'm adding a little at a time because I don't want to add all this hot or warm hot liquid straight in here, because it will start to cook my eggs. I don't want that. So adding a little at a time. Very little painstaking, guys, but trust me,
It's worth it.
it's worth every single minute you will wait for this. Are you all smelling what I'm smelling, no? I always say you smell Christmas and apple, cinnamon.
Yeah.
Oh my
Always does the
goodness.
job.
Oh my goodness. So that's just about ready. That's just about ready. So what I want to do now, guys, is do a nice quick Tyron feed here alone, this double strain. And
Double strain, yeah.
This is a single strain. And this is just to get out any sediments, as Tyron would say. We use in our flan cream cheese, and it's something that Marilla swears by. You get a little sediment of the cream cheese here, but trust me, when you taste the flan with and without the cream cheese, it makes an entire difference. The cream cheese gives it that nice creamy kind
Texture.
of texture that
Yeah.
it really is. Totally, it enhances it totally. So you just make sure any of the extra cream cheese that didn't get in there. So I'm doing nice little teacups. If you look at that one there we did, it's in a nice little, the ramekin size. You can do those. But because I'm doing individual servings, I did a lovely little teacup for you.
So what's in there?
So in there is some caramel. What I did with this,
Oh, okay.
I also now placed some fresh apple, chopped it, base of the cup, and I melted some sugar, ordinary sugar, in a frying pan, melted it, and got it to a caramel-like state.
Right, okay.
And I poured it got nice and hard in there. And I am just going to pour.
God, this feels so Christmassy.
Hey, hey, you smell Christmas. You smell Christmas. This goes in the oven and bakes
At
about 375, 350, 375. So a very important step, guys. Some hot water in a kettle because it needs to bake in a water bath. And you pour just about halfway up. Must be hot water out of the kettle. It's time to serve up now. Time to serve up. This is the part that I've been waiting on. And
whoa.
I have one here.
Oh,
Little
wow.
personal one here for
Thank
you,
you.
Marcia Miranda.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
I feel so special.
I felt special serving you. I don't feel like I want to grab a spoon and come and
Come, please do. All of you.
taste stuff with me. I want you to taste stuff and tell
All
me.
of you,
tell
come.
me. Tell me.
All of you, join me.
Apple cinnamon flan, guys. So simple, such simple steps.
This is awesome. This is different. This is like a different flan.
Yeah, you get the apple cinnamon flavor, and that's the tea. That's the
I love the
Tipson tea.
texture.
Yeah. So the texture is the cream cheese. That
Yes.
cream cheese, yeah. Some flan, you taste some flans and it will be a little
Soft,
jiggly.
jelly,
yeah,
jiggly.
Yeah.
No, this is nice.
I mean, there's only so much jiggle I can handle.
Listen, I don't mind.
I don't need my jiggle in my flan, you know what I mean? And
Would you like bring a spoon?
you want
Kyron,
Ty and I will have a taste.
Let's dig in.
Yes,
Let's
of
have a
course.
quick
Dig
taste.
in,
Let's
dig
have
in.
a quick
Guys.
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Come like cheers.
What's delightful?
You ever like
cheers.
with flan?
Cheers. Cheers.
It really is delightful.
Marcia Miranda.
This is a lovely Christmas dessert.
Marcia
Yeah.
Miranda, thank you
You're
very
more
much,
than
my dear.
welcome.
All right, we're coming right back, guys. Cup of Joe continues right after this. Roll out a recipe with Tipson teas.